can build circles around many men.
I looked at the divorce rate.
This Western mindset,
70% fouled by women.
I don't need no man.
You need no man till you need that sofa move.
I'm done having kids.
Never seen a man
Lack of emotional fulfillment and unmet needs.
say, I don't need a woman.
Everything has a chain of command.
What would you think about that mouth?
Be nice to your boss and, yes or no, sir.
I can't find anywhere in the Bible where God promises happiness.
Treat in kind of way that you want to. You won't do that to your boss.
That's an immature mindset. When you truly submit to your king,
Because two things is clashing right here.
you get anything you want.
What you just said, both of those, they clash.
It is not a tug of war.
I'm an independent woman, and I know good God. What God got for me is for me, and I'm doing nothing. I don't want nobody but Jesus.
You commit, you make a covenant with God for your spouse. You better figure that out before you say I do.
That's what I hear.
You ain't never got out of place.
No, I'm not denying that there are some skewed views. No.
Hold on.
No.
Let me call
Let me
your husband. Put him on the phone.
Call Jesus because he did. What I want and deserve is on the way. I'm just making myself the best version of myself for when he finds me.
Right now, we got two sides talking about the same thing. One side is saying that men are tired of these modern women who cannot submit, that we got to go overseas and become passport bros. But on this side, we saying females are ready to submit. What are you talking about? You're going about it the wrong way. You Negroes just want some booty. That's what we talking about. That's the clash. Let's just get it on out there. So we're going to start out like we supposed to. Men first. Yes. So we're going to pass it over to you, St. Vic. Now, we hear that you saying that these women have this American Western mindset. What is, first off, a Western mindset?
A Western mindset. Well, Western mindset is anything that is of the West. Just a little history moment. Anything that was prior to pretty much slavery, everything was old school. You know what I'm saying? Everything was pretty much like it was like the Bible Belt. You know what I'm saying? It was everything was done where it was unpaganized. It was true like grandmama, great grandmama them and great 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 them. It was like that until it all became commercialized, and now everything is done in a way where it was popular and not necessarily right. So that's the kind of way, and then we got a lot of people that with that same mindset. So when you mentioned something about you mentioned the word submit. I know there's a lot of people.
Before you go
Okay,
there,
yeah.
before you go there,
Yeah.
we gotta hammer down the Western mindset.
Okay.
Now, do you, Corona, understand? Corona, do you understand his concept of a Western mindset?
I understand where the thinking behind it. We are living in a Western civilization, and we women are forced to work. We are forced to do dual roles in the family. We have to go out and hunt and come home and prepare and still nurture the children. We're not afforded the same opportunities that, generations past we were afforded. So I'm not denying that there are some skewed views going on with this Western mindset, but I think it started from a place of necessity, from the the women having to go out into the workforce. And that kind of started the fracture of the dynamic.
So it sounds like to me you saying you just stuck with what you got. Because you over here, you got to deal with it just like he has to deal with it.
I don't believe that.
Tell me.
Well, what does that mean? You don't believe what?
He said, stuck with what I got. No, my greater is coming. What I want and deserve is on the way. I'm just making myself the best version of myself for when he finds me.
How do you do that?
Just continuing to be who I know I was created to be. when I'm walking and standing in my purpose, then I can more seamlessly align with my King.
You said your purpose. Like when you say, is it, and not being funny, but I really want to know, like you said, is it your purpose or is it God's purpose?
The purpose that God has for me.
Which is?
Purpose. So my purpose, I am a servant. I am a leader. I am a nurturer. I walk in the authority He has given me, the natural gifts. I don't fight against who I am naturally to try to do something that isn't me. Like I'm never going to try to be let's say I used to be a hairdresser. That wasn't me. I was just
hold on. Hairdressing is
that wasn't me. I was doing it just because I had a kind of good ability to do my hair, but I wasn't supposed to pursue that and go to school to do, and I did all that, wasted all that time and money, but that wasn't really.
It was just some good side money, cornrows making, you know.
It was only good because my mother owned a salon.
Okay.
So I was doing something that was her path, not mine.
Okay.
I got a question for you though. I got a question because I think St. Vic is trying to get to a place. He's asking you what's your purpose? And I know he has the answer for it, but I want to hear what you got to say before he says.
I'm not 100%. I'm still evolving and learning all of that. I know that my purpose is not completely fulfilled in myself. I am part of a whole, if that makes sense. I know I'm a wife.
Okay.
I'm not.
You're part of a whole.
Yes. I'm 100%, and whoever he is 100%.
Okay.
Or he's building himself up to be, his healed whole self to find me, and then we're gonna be two whole people happily ever after.
Okay.
So what's St. Vic? What's her purpose?
Well, actually, for her purpose, she said her purpose is her purpose. I'm only getting. I can't put no words in her mouth, but I can say a lot of westernized women say out of their mouth, and a lot of things that I hear a lot of westernized women saying. They'll say, I'm an INDEPENT, I'm an independent woman, and I don't get God. What God got for me is for me, and I don't want nobody but Jesus. Jesus is my man. That's what I hear.
And I agree. I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah. And so when I get that, but then at the same time they say they want, one part of their mouth they say that, then another part of their mouth they say I want a man who loves God and who can lead me and who can guide me and who can, I'm like, you want all that and you still, because two things is clashing right here. It's those what you just said. Both of those they clash, and they clash with the whole purpose. And what I'm talking. I'm going back with grandmama and great grandmama. I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that, and I'm talking about that's something that's laid down, just even from a biblical standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And so when we start even talking about something in that category, that I see a lot where a lot of clashing comes from. I had an opportunity when I knew we were coming here. I looked at what the number one. I looked at the divorce rate. The divorce rate, 70% was filed by women. And then I was
hold on, what's up with that? Why y'all women filing all these divorces? Because of what
we're dealing with our husbands.
The other half I wanted to say, but it was 70%. But I was like, man, automatically, and this, you can AI Google up. When I looked at it, I was like, first thing that came to my mind, I said, man, dog, it got infidelity, people cheating, all this stuff. I looked at that. That wasn't even the case that they were filing for divorce for.
Tell me,
what was it?
The number one reason that women were filing for divorce, it says 60 to 70% of divorce proceedings in the United States reason lack of emotional fulfillment and unmet needs.
Sound like to me they ain't want to do hair. Well, that sounds like to me. They ain't got nothing to do with the man.
Right there. That's AI.
They want to do hair in the mama salon. That's what that was.
No. So I do feel saddened by a lot of my misguided sisters. I'm not denying that there are plenty of us. However, there is a brokenness in the home. And I had this debate recently with somebody. I can't find anywhere in the Bible where God promised us happiness.
You say that again. All right. Hold on. That's a shout. Okay. All right.
So, yeah, I mean, joy of the Lord, yes. But happiness, you commit. You make a covenant with God or your spouse. You better figure that out before you say I do.
I know that's right.
Or don't. I'm very traditional. I was raised by my grandmothers and great grandmothers. I was very blessed to have both sets of great grandparents. My last great grandparent died. 3 of my children were grown. So I got that old school rearing. I was 23 years old. I'll never forget it. Messed around at a holiday dinner at my great grandma's house and said out of my face in front of all the elders, I don't need no man.
What?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. She done let, what does it say? Over the floodgates of heaven. What's about to rain now?
So I am a carpenter by trade.
All right, Jesus. Really?
I am a carpenter. Yes.
Right.
Since 1996.
I was shy.
So when I graduated from trade school, I was feeling myself. I don't need no man. I'm done having kids. What I need a man for? When I say for 2.5 hours, they lovingly beat me down.
They say you don't need no man until you need that sofa move.
It wasn't even that, because I am not regular. I will move some stuff. I have superior physical strength. But that was me at 23. Okay, understand. I was immature. I was wrong, and I got corrected.
Gotcha.
And I was open and received it. So from that moment on, from my grandmothers and my aunties pouring into me and letting me know that's not the right mindset to even toy with, much less embrace and adopt. So fortunately, I loved them enough to listen, and they loved me enough to correct me. And I don't care what I go through, I'll never feel like that again. I'll never have those thoughts. So yes, I can build circles around many men. I don't believe that I don't need a man.
I appreciate that. Because at the end of the day, I have never seen a man say I don't need a woman who wasn't gay.
No, yeah, that's right.
You got to put that out there. We are in Atlanta. So, but I'm just saying,
those pooches.
All heterosexual men, that don't come out their mouth.
Yes.
But for women, somehow, some way, they are attacking men by saying those words, I don't need.
It's sad. It's a survival mechanism. But baby, we're not surviving with that mindset. Sisters, how's that working?
So here's my question to you, sis. My question to you. What is submission? When you hear that word submission, what does it mean to you?
Get back.
No, I love the art of submission.
Oh.
It's an art. Ladies, let me tell you something.
Art.
When you truly submit to your king, you get anything you want.
Okay.
It is not a tug of war. It is not a battle. When the two of you are committed to the same vision that he should have for the family. Honey, it is not even difficult. Like, you're both working toward a common goal. You are aligned. You are at peace with the decisions that you jointly make. You'll start to know what he thinks and needs and anticipate his need. That's what a helpmate is.
So let me jump in. So when he say no, does it still?
Sometimes there can be a discussion, but that comes with a respect. You can't lead with an iron fist either. So
what's an iron fist? That sounds like
Like
Ike Turner
being-
stuff.
You say
being
iron fist or
iron
fist?
fist.
Yeah,
fist.
Ike
It's
Turner,
a concept. Not. I mean, it could get that extreme.
that's not
from,
iron fist. That's abuse.
That is abuse. I mean, like being like a dictatorship. You know, you lead with love and respect, and she will lovingly submit. But you got to be, first of all, hold on, brothers, y'all not off the hook. You got to be going somewhere. I can't follow a parked car.
Nah, I'm with you on that one.
So
Agreed,
it's a lot of brothers who are wanting a woman to submit, but they don't. Where are you going? What is your vision? What are your goals? Tell me, what do you want? They can't articulate it. There's still 40-year-old men who want to play Xbox and become a rapper.
What's wrong with that? I got my mixtape dropping. I done told you, get off my career. Just support me.
Hey man, Snoop Dogg got it
just
on
saying.
lock for the 40 and 50-year-olds.
Yeah,
Snoop got it on lock. He got a gospel album.
still making
But Snoop
millions.
been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? If Snoop was just now trying to, still not having a job, providing for his family, but he still wants to go out here slinging
Right.
CDs out. Bro, don't nobody even have CD players in their cars. Stop. We all have some correcting to do. We all have some healing and growing to do.
Bounce it on
I
to you,
think-
saying Vic, what is submission? What is submission? Because she laid it down now.
Everything has a chain of command. The Army, every Navy, Air Force, Marines, it's your job as a chain of command. And, everything must be respected in that chain of command. In this westernized world, a lot of times that chain of command isn't respected. Also in the house, the Bible clearly states what the chain is. It becomes a problem to, and I know I keep saying it, westernized women, but you can't, be nice to your boss and, yes or no, sir, at work, and yes or no, and then come home and then, you have someone who you also is submitted to, like it would be a boss, and just think you can talk to them any kind of way that you want to talk to, do or say or treat any kind of way that you want to. You won't do that to your boss. You know what I'm saying, at work. So why would you do that to your husband at home, who God has put authority over you? And those are the things that I see. Now I understand. Sister also said, what I'm saying.
Let me jump in there. Because you said something. What would you think about that mouth? That mouth.
That's not my life. I understand that women, that's an immature mindset.
They struggle with that. They struggle with.
As
so
they
hold on.
should.
Let me ask you a question now. You ain't never got out of the place.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Let me call
Let me
your husband. Put him on the phone.
Call Jesus, because he did.
Oh no, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He did.
Oh man. Okay. So so you never.
So let me tell you.
So, not you. Not what
not
you think.
unprovoked. Not unprovoked.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. Not what you say. What he has said. Has he ever said to you, "Hey, I don't like the way you talk"?